Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In the last episode, we opened up a few core crystals, helped beat up some bandits, and generally just had a jolly old time. And in this episode, we're going to be leaving Argentum and past areas behind and heading out to new areas. Finally. I think this is like the last time the game forces you to go back to Gormont, if I recall correctly. I don't remember. But anyway, whenever you're ready, just speak to Murmur. Alright, we made it. Awesome. Alright then, yeah, so it's pretty much just a straight path from here, which is Anangum number 2 dock, all the way to the capital, which is just up that ways-ish. Well, you can see the palace from all the way over here. Wow. Impressive. So yeah, I'm going to change the time today and shut up until we get to the city. And you'll see why soon enough. Ladies and gentlemen, one of, if not the best Titan area track in the game. Oh, this song is so good. So good. It really is one of the best area themes in the entire game. And I would love to just sit here and just listen to the song, but we've got things to do.
Oh. So this is the Imperial capital.
Such a big city! Maybe their place is selling rare junk parts for upgrading Poppy! Time to go look!
Master Pawn, Poppy would rather use new parts if possible.
Meh, meh! Is that you there, Tora? Have not seen Tora in long time. Remember me? Mui Mui?
Huh? Why random old guy know Tora's name?
Oh, Tora not remember me at all. It's Mui Mui. I was assistant of Professor Susu, your Grampypon.
Oh, you that old Mooey Mooey guy! Of course, Tora, remember. Mooey Mooey should have said to start with.
Mooey Mooey did say.
Oh, right. Mooey Mooey not very interesting, so Tora forgot he exists.
Jesus
Tora?
Christ.
That's not very nice.
No, I do not blame Tora. Tora was very young back then. Not surprising he forget.
Besides, Master Pawn was quite distracted just now, only thinking of how to upgrade Poppy.
Why, could it be? This looked like artificial blade.
Mooey Mooey right. Tora studied Grampypon and Dadapon's blueprints carefully and finished construction.
Meh, how wonderful. If only Professor Susu's still here to see results of hard work.
Mooey Mooey, you have any idea where Dadapon went?
That day when the lab was attacked, Mooey Mooey was out on errand. When I got back, Professor Susu's body was lying there. But there was no sign of Professor Tatazo.
I see. Even Mooey Mooey not know.
Do not feel down, Master Pawn. We will find Dadapon someday. Though no evidence for this hypothesis.
Anyway, Mooey Mooey apologized for interrupting your trip when you just arrived in city. Friend of Mooey Mooey run an inn just up ahead. Place with famous hot springs. If you like, Mooey Mooey can try to get you discount.
Mooey Mooey is best friend!
Oh, baby! Is it time for the Hot Springs episode? Well, yes, but first, more shopping, because clearly we haven't done that enough in recent memory, right? Well, actually, it's probably more recent for me than it is for you, since I recorded the back end of Chapter 3 and what I've recorded so far of Chapter 4 pretty much in one sitting. Anyhow, actually... I don't think I can afford that many. Whatever shall we do? Well, I'll show you that soon. Soon. What do I want to do first? Ugh. This is inconvenient. There's only... I haven't recorded for that much, but I also wanted to show off a cool trick. Well... I guess that's that. Okay, so here in Mor Ardain we have, wow, we can actually buy gold cylinders. How do I want to do this? Alright, so here's what I'm going to say. So we already have a few cylinders. I recommend you buy a little bit more. I'm going to avoid doing so until I get to a position where I can save the game, because I don't want to save and possibly lose, well, 10 minutes of footage isn't that much, but I don't want to risk it. But anyway, so you might notice there's a whole lot of stuff for us to buy, and we have little money. But what are we going to do about this? Well, as it just so happens, and in this place, help! This place happens to be the best location in the game for both rare core crystal and money grinding. The process is pretty well similar between the two. where with money grinding you want to pass all of the QTEs, and with core crystal grinding you want to fail all the QTEs.
I love this.
Now when you're grinding for money, basically you just want to use the rarest cylinders you can buy. I recommend getting about 4 or 5 silvers to start off with, just to build your starting capital. And then I recommend you getting as many items as you can using that. If you have any blade with salvaging mastery, equip them right now. I know Boreas and my Wind Knuckle Claw blade have salvaging mastery, which can really help. Anyway, for money grinding, you want to gather as much of these treasure troves as you can, and use the exchange in Mor Ardain, which is right next to the cylinder shop, to exchange your treasure for fat stacks. For core crystal grinding, what you're looking for are Tolan Crabbles. These guys have a really high chance of dropping, well, first of all, they're almost guaranteed, if not completely guaranteed, to drop common core crystals upon death, and they have a really high chance of dropping rare core crystals upon death as well. Now I've noticed that having them toppled may or may not influence this chance, but if you use a chain attack on them and overkill them by over 200%, you're pretty much guaranteed to get their rare core crystal dropped off of them. And this is pretty much the best way to grind rare core crystals in the game. At least, it is until post-game. But in post-game, there are better core crystals to grind for anyway, so that doesn't particularly matter. So if you're grinding for rare core crystals, this is pretty much where you want to go. You can kill them pretty quickly, even without using these specials, so it's not that big. I would recommend trying to build up as much of the party gauge as you can, as fast as you can, and if you happen to fight enough enemies while around here to make it all the way to a full chain attack gauge, use it when they're close to like a quarter or so of their health dead, and you'll be able to overkill them pretty easily. Obviously, the higher level you get, the harder it is to keep them alive long enough to actually do all of this, but yeah, that happens. If you're also trying to build up the gauge fast, hitting them with bonus effects, like double spinning edge from the side or sword dash from the back, will boost the chain attack gauge a lot. Alright, we got the rare core crystal. Excellent. And basically that's the easiest and fastest way to grind rare core crystals in the game. Okay. So I'm kind of hesitant to move on with the game right now, because I know what's coming up next, and I don't know if we're going to get locked into it or not. And if we are locked into it, it's going to make life a lot worse for me if I can't leave or buy any sort of gear, because I'll be kind of strapped for, well, everything. But, you know what they say, risk it for the biscuit and all that, so we might as well give it a go.
We're here.
So, shall we?
It's a tricky sort of thing with recording this game, since there isn't multiple save files, for some reason. I kind of have to play it a little carefully, because I can't just save whenever I want to, so... oh well. I don't want to get completely dicked, though. That would be unfortunate. Alright, so let's just take a rest at the inn for a discount.
Ah, that feels good.
Such wondrous bliss. Makes aching of journey melt away.
Hang on. Should you even be in the bath? Won't you rest or something?
They're no problem. Poppy made from special alloy. No rust or need for oil.
Tora thought of everything, huh?
Master Pawn is finest artificial blade maker in all the world.
Hey, Pyra. Come on in, the water's great. Wait, Mithra? Huh?
Is there a problem?
I guess not, but... Nice bod you've got there.
Thanks. When I told her there was a hot spring here, Mithra was dead set on trying it out. So, here I am.
Must be interesting for you guys. I think I'm heading out.
Nia, are you?
Well, yeah.
Do you want us to keep this quiet?
I'd appreciate it, yeah, for now.
Understood. You got it.
Thanks. That was a good bath.
Mithra seemed very pleased.
Well, it was my first bath in 500 years. I think I have the right to savor it.
Can you just switch whenever?
With Pyra? Of course. Our memories are shared, so it doesn't matter that much who takes control.
Oh, sounds pretty handy. Hey, what the hell was that?
I cannot say. It sounds like some kind of disturbance.
Let's find out. Come on. Oh.
What's that look for?
Oh, I was just surprised to see you.
You'd rather I was her?
I didn't mean it like that.
Hey, can I ask something?
You need permission now?
Do you mind if I stay like this for the time being?
Like this? You mean as Mithra?
It hasn't been long since I woke up, and this is all new to you. We need time to adjust to using my power. She and I talked it over together. Mithra's power is much stronger than mine, but it has its limitations. It can be difficult to use in tight spaces. It might be best if you get used to using her in different situations.
I mean, I don't mind at all. I'd like to learn more about you, too.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't see how I'm any different from her, really.
Really? You can certainly be more touchy sometimes.
Well, that's just who I am. What do you expect me to do?
You see what I mean?
What's that smile for?
No, I just thought it's been fun lately. A lot's happened since meeting Pyra. And now I've met you, too.
A lot of that stuff can't have been easy, though. So why the smile?
Even rough patches can be valuable experiences. Is that weird?
Always the optimist.
Gramps gets mad at me for being too positive sometimes. More like all the time. Was that over there?
Looks like it.
Alright, so from here on out, we'll be having Mithra in place of Pyra, so we won't have access to Pyra or any of her specials or anything like that for pretty much the rest of the chapter, so keep that in mind. What the game was saying about Mithra's limitations basically boils down to the fact that her level 4 special cannot be used indoors, and that's it. It's not much of a limitation at all, actually, and I don't know why the game kind of makes you worry about it, because there are almost zero situations in which it's better to use Mithra rather than Pyra.
Poppy's strength in...
Now, unfortunately, this does mean that we lose out on all of Pyra's field skills for the duration of Chapter 4, which is awful because we actually kind of need fire right during this chapter. Thanks, game. Okay, well, clarifying statement. You don't need fire, but it makes life a lot easier, and it means less of me having to run away from enemies in the level 80s just to get to a certain area later on in the chapter. So yeah, we'll be opening core crystals in the near future anyway, so I'll probably end up with at least a fire common.
Congratulations.
Later on in the game. So yeah. Yeah, this is the part I was warning you about, and I don't know if you're locked out of buying things. I can't tell from that menu. That looks like a yes, though. I think we are locked out of buying things for right now, which sucks, but what are you gonna do? Let me confirm this for a second here. Oh, no, it looks like I can still buy things. So, yeah, it looks like I can just take a hot minute there to grind up some cash. There are some tough boss fights coming on. So, yeah, I probably do want to. There are Ardanian enemies roaming the streets right now, so it can be a little troublesome. I'm also losing frames like crazy. Holy crap. Yeah, so I can buy stuff here, which is really handy is what I meant to say. Can I skip travel out? Yeah, I can. Yeah. I mean, the game doesn't restrict your skip traveling. I think you just can't change the time of day. Yeah, you can't change time of day, so you'll basically be locked into nighttime while this happens. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do between episodes, I'm going to spend a lot of time grinding money, because we're really cash-strapped right now. And in the next episode, I'm going to come back with some better court chips. I don't think there's any accessories I care about right now. You can go ahead and equip Shackle Blade the Shackle Blade resistance accessory that I bought last episode, and you can just focus on raw stat boost for now because we're not going to come across that in a while. So yeah. Oh, there's also an item here called Zero Battle Course, which boosts your experience gain. Not worth buying, so don't bother. So yeah, I'm just gonna grind up some money, and I will meet you up on top of the roof of the shopping district in the next episode of Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where we're gonna find out what this disturbance is all about. Buddy. Tora, you okay? Somebody help! See you guys in the next episode.